you do next? This is where I'm starting to compact the information really tightly, so work with me here, people. Here are some ideas that you can do for building relationships online. You can start participating in other people's spaces, on blogs, on forums. You can maybe even start blogging yourself. There's a lot of free blogging services out there. You can be up and running with a blog on whatever topic you choose within approximately 10 minutes. You can create a Facebook page or a Flickr stream for your business. You can send out an e-newsletter to your customers. You can share updates, news, links, blog posts, anything you want via Twitter. You can add reviews of other local businesses to Yelp and encourage your customers and your clients to do the same thing for you. You can go onto LinkedIn. There's a variety of different groups there on any specific industry topic, on any particular group of organizations. There's one for chambers, by the way. And you can join in on discussions there, post links, find people that will help you achieve specific business objectives on LinkedIn. You can even create, this is advanced, a squidoo lens. That's right, on a topic that you know a lot about. You can share your expertise. Like I said before, there's actually a lot of different possibilities. The key is to figuring out which ones are going to be right for you and your business. We are actually going to be doing a webinar, a follow-up webinar to this event, which is free, and I invite you all to check it out. It's about how you use Facebook and LinkedIn and blogging specifically for your business. It's going to be on August 12th, and we've got more information over at our table here. There's no way I'm going to be able to tell you all this in 10 minutes. So, another thing I really want you to think about when you're thinking about where can I build relationships is, where are your customers? Where do they hang out? And how do they like to be communicated with? Because you're going to find a variety of different styles appeal to a variety of different kinds of people. And the key is to meet your customers or your clients wherever they are. Not just where you are, but where they are. So here's just a couple of different things I dreamed up about thinking about who's your customer. Is your customer, for instance, a boomer who likes weekly e-newsletters delivered to their inboxes? They would never check a blog. They could care less about Facebook, but boy, they like those e-newsletters. Are they moms who, the kids are finally in bed, they go on Facebook and they're catching up with their friends? Are they sophisticated techie people who read 50 blogs a day and want to aggregate them all together with an RSS feed reader? Are they people who are mobile and who use Twitter to catch up with their friends and their organizations and their events and causes that they care about? Or are they people who are just really into that one thing and they will spend all their time in an online forum talking about, crackle glass, for example? Now, I want to talk briefly, that was sort of a very quick tour through where. Now I want to talk about how, because there's a few sort of basic online relationship building etiquette tips that I like to make sure people listen to. Not surprisingly, the first one is listen. When you first are kind of checking out some of these spaces, especially when you're in somebody else's space or a community space, listen to what's going on before jumping in. Don't be that kamikaze guy who comes to a networking event and starts talking all about himself and then gives you his card and walks away. Nobody likes that. Don't be that guy. Next thing is, once you've sort of gotten the lay of the land, participate. People who don't participate are called lurkers. And really, it does you some good just to listen and kind of get what's going on, but to really give value, you need to participate. As part of building good relationships, as I said a few slides ago, is making sure that you are mutually giving value in that relationship. And that leads us to the next point, give. If you can, give something helpful, advice, resources, connections, referrals, links, stories, whatever it might be. The more you give, the more people will trust you, and the more you will get back. The next step would be to educate. Educating is a lot more powerful than selling. If you're that kamikaze guy who comes to the networking event and jumps on everybody and sells his widget and then runs away, nobody likes that guy. Don't be that guy. But if you educate about what you do and how you can help and how you can give, people respond to that a lot better. And the last point, which I like to just remind us all, because I know we all know it, is be professional. Things, especially on the internet, have a way of staying around a long time, in fact, kind of forever, want printed on the front page of the IJ, because sometimes these things happen. No, really though. Not that it's happened to me. It's a cautionary tale. All right, so the bottom line here is be real, be yourself, be helpful, share your knowledge and your passions, and if you are real, helpful, and knowledgeable, people will like and trust you. And if they like and trust you, they will want to do business with you. It's a beautiful world. So that was a little bit about how and where. Now let's talk about the I don't have time, which, you know, I sympathize. I am an entrepreneur. I have 2 businesses. I have 2 small children. I think there's this thing called sleep. I'm not really sure what it is because I have a lot of caffeine in my diet, as you can probably tell. But the answer to this really is, well, depending on how flip you're going to be, is one, yeah, it takes time. Deal with it. If it's a priority, then it'll happen. And I'm here to tell you that if you want to return, you have to make an investment. Now, that being said, that was the meat mama part of me. You can also be a smart monkey and use tools. We all have opposable thumbs. We are tool-using creatures. And there are a lot of things that we can do to actually make this whole social networking experience a lot faster and easier and not suck up so much of your time. The first thing is don't take quizzes on Facebook. The second thing is, though, let's talk about tools for smart monkeys. If you like the idea of reading blogs, why not collect them all up in one place and then dedicate 15, 20 minutes of your day just scanning through the headlines and checking out the things that you find interesting. With these beautiful things called feed readers, you can do that. There's a lot of them out there. Yahoo has one, Google has one. I use one called NetNewsWire. They're free, and you can even get them on your mobile phone if you're really geeky like me. You can also use tools like ping.fm, which will actually update your status in multiple places all at once. So instead of having to go to LinkedIn, update your status, go to Twitter, update your status, go to Facebook, update your status, you do it once, and it updates to all your networks all at once. It's beautiful. You can use your web page, remember the hub of your online presence, to show what you're doing in other places. You can show your latest blog posts. You can show your latest tweets, which are the things you do on Twitter. In case you didn't know. Again, I will be covering that later. You can, this is really important. If you find yourself on Facebook and you're wondering, how do I get rid of all this noise? Sort the noisy people into their own little list and never look at them again. I'm telling you, this has saved hours of my lifetime. You can also automatically cross-post your blog posts that you might have on your blog into your Facebook page, so the people who never read your blog but they're on Facebook, they'll read it there. You can also announce on Twitter or LinkedIn that you post a new blog and people should go over there. You can reuse your press releases or your news articles as blog posts, and vice versa. You can use your blog post as a press release. You can gather up blog posts or news articles you've put out and put in an e-newsletter and send them to your customers. But remember, wherever possible, smart monkeys, and I know you're all smart, repurpose their content. So write once, use multiple times. So start networking with us now. Marin Business Now has a Facebook page. That's right, I set it up. If you go to Facebook and you search for Marin Business Now, you can continue to build relationships with people here in this room. You can help me by posting your pictures. You can post your video. You can set up some links about your business or about things that might be helpful to other business owners. Just remember, don't be that guy. Just saying, respect the community, they will respect you back. And we are going to have some future events. So if you become a fan, and if you don't know what that means, ask me later, of the Marin Business Now group, we will send you updates on future events. And as I was saying before, we've got a webinar coming up to help you dig into some of these things more deeply. If you don't know what they are, or you just have specific questions, I'm happy to answer some questions after this event as well, if you just want to come find us at the table over there. And you can also take a look at our website, archerwebsolutions.com,